But there was also the issue of a degree which seemed not to have been accredited. Anything you have to say about that?
It is not that it was not accredited. It is that the Kenyan system does not want to recognize some universities. And it is not only a problem to me, it's also a problem. By the way, there is something that many people don't know. The year 2013, I graduated from Vala. 2013. Leave alone this one of 2014. 2014 is St. Paul's University. 2013, I graduated from Vala. Vala University is by Road Parsley. Breakthrough. It's a beautiful, it's a very, very good university. Now, that university, after I graduated, I came and wrote to the then Commissioner for Higher Education. Now they use a different name. But when I wrote, they still refused to recognize that degree. 2013, leave around 2011, 2012, 2013. Now, what is wrong with Vala? As far as I'm concerned, Vala is one of the greatest Christian universities in the world. And yet, the Kenyan system refuses to acknowledge or to recognize their degrees. It is something that has got to be dealt with. By the time, by that 2013, we had a discussion with the then American embassy ambassador in Kenya. And we said this matter needs to be dealt with. Because if you come from outside and you've spent your many years in college and you come, or even if you did it online or wherever you did it, you come with your degree and you find that your system back at home does not recognize it, you might get a job in the private sector, but you are unlikely to ever get a job in the public sector. And that for me is not fair to some of us who have got American degrees.
So it was not an issue of it being a dishonest certificate, but rather...
No, but the one that we were dealing with then is from Vineyard. Vineyard by David Haskins, a wonderful man of God, Archbishop David Haskins, who died the other day, but a wonderful, wonderful man of God. Vineyard is one of the universities that has raised great men and women of God across this world. Even if you go to Nigeria, you'll find that those are the degrees that they have. You go here, across here in Uganda, it's the same. Vineyard. Vineyard has sponsored a lot of us to become who we are today. So for anybody to say they cannot recognize their degrees, well, me, I'll tell you, it was not just about the degrees. It was about something that we were fighting then, but I thought it was over. But I can tell you it's not over. We are still fighting it today, just from a different perspective.
Okay, let's go back to your political terrain. And you now got into active politics, and you went in the very first time you tried, and you were in. How did you manage to now the transition
balance
into balance the politics and the church?
By the way, I did very well, very, very well.
According to who?
According to me, and according to the people. Ask my congregation. I've never missed a service. I do better because I can also minister to them. I can facilitate for them. It's not, we always say, we say in the church, even Gian as it is, it's a constituency on its own. The number of membership that we have, you cannot overlook them. You cannot say you're in political leadership and you say they will not benefit from your bursaries, they will not benefit from everything else that everybody else in the community is benefiting. No, even them, they are beneficiaries of whatsoever anybody else in the community is getting. So for me, I've never missed church, I've never stopped evangelism, I've never stopped developing the calling for Africa shall be saved. I've done better in those years than I did before, and watch what I will do when I become governor.
Oh, you're going for governor?
Oh, Governor Nairobi.
We are coming to that. But as you were preaching in your church, did you also preach in parliament?
Yes, I did. Not only did I preach in government, I even rebuked. There are some people can tell you, Bishop will look at you on your face and tell you what you're doing is unacceptable, even up to date. If I see our leaders doing something that is unacceptable, I'll go to them and tell them whether you want to listen to me or not. Just take note, you will say, I told you. What you're doing is unacceptable. What
is your take on the current leadership we have and how they're doing their work?
I don't like the sugar argument. I don't like that we are taking a problem that we have as Kenyans, because the sugar belt is not just about Western, it's about us Kenyans. I don't like the fact that we are taking a problem that we have as Kenyans and we are making it political. What we need to do right now, number one, is beat the COMESA deadline and make sure that our sugar management is streamlined.